All right.
Cool.
The views and opinions expressed in the
Yeah,
Straight
dog,
Dope Show
that
are
shit
those
had
of the
me
hosts
weak
and
as
guests
hell.
and do not necessarily
Like,
reflect the official policy or
there's just so
position
much
of the show, the
dysfunction.
Uplift Society, or Rock the Crowd TV.
Under the
show
like,
is intended
you
for entertainment
were
purposes only and does
the
not
like
provide
model
professional or legal
franchise
advice.
for
Listening
the
to or
last
watching the show is
15
at your own
years.
risk,
Like,
and the creators of the show are not
Been that
responsible for
long?
any
Been like
damages or
7.
losses that may
Like
result from its
almost
content.
10.
Enjoy the show.
Almost 10.
Yeah, it's like 8.5.
And y'all fell apart, bro.
And there was some down years in between that shit because niggas got hurt. So it was like,
Y'all not the Steelers. Yo, welcome to the Straight Dope Show. I am Eluno.
I'm TraB the Wonder.
Yo, and
I'm a little hurt.
this is the first episode back this year. This not back, but this year. You know, we took a vacation. Niggas was enjoying themselves.
Oh yeah, I saw movies and stuff too.
Oh look, niggas was really enjoying themselves.
I don't usually go to the movies, but I definitely went and saw that Godzilla -1.
How was that?
It was fucking good, bro.
Hey, nah.
It was hella good. So it's in Japanese, right? So you know how subtitles.
It's fly
and
as
shit?
fuck then.
Yes.
It's fly as
it
fuck
was
then.
just like the old Godzilla where he's like wrecking shit.
Uh-huh.
He kind of looks like that too, just with new graphics.
Well, no, but that's what the -1 is. To make the Godzilla from America canon, they put the -1 in. So that's why he looked like the one you would see in American Godzilla movies from the early 2000s.
Yeah, because he's hella big in those ones.
Yeah.
And in this one, he was still growing.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of this movie, they like blew him up. And then at the end, his heart was still going and he was like reconstructing himself. So there was a part in the movie where they finally kill this nigga, right? Where like they blow half his face off and it immediately starts regenerating. So it's one of those like, we're not going to be able to kill him, are we?
Nope.
This is a dope ass movie.
You gotta
man.
banish that nigga to a different planet.
The coolest part about this movie is, to me, is the fact that just because I like Japanese stuff, it was the emotion that they have driven just as a people. They're very serious.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
They push that in this film.
Mm-hmm.
I like that shit.
Nice.
I like that shit a lot. And then the fact that it's Godzilla is one of those like, yo, this isn't some normal like threat.
Nah, it's Godzilla.
When he finally got to the actual city.
It was a wrap. It's done for it.
It's a wrap.
That's probably the best review I've heard of that movie. I might have to go check it out now. Because I ain't heard, like, you know what I mean? People said it was good, but you don't hear in-depth reviews. Oh, it's a good action. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah, man, because it's what you looking for. You know what I mean? I came to just see him wreck shit. Because that's what when I first, like, saw the little previews, I didn't know it was in Japanese. Yeah. I didn't know that
I didn't know it was until you said that.
I didn't know. And when I got there, I just knew that he was supposed to be bad. This is a bad Godzilla. Yeah. And I got that. I got more than enough of that. And you know what I mean? And that's just good to me. The beam part where he shoots the beam out. Don't fuck with Godzilla, guys.
The niggas, I'm looking over here. The nigga said the beam part?
Oh, you don't know about Godzilla?
Godzilla got a beam?
Yes.
I didn't know.
See, normally, right? I'm going to just
Godzilla got
up.
fire.
So you know Riptar, right?
I seen fire. Ha!
No. So you know Riptar, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to just fuck shit up.
Yeah.
I'm going to just wreck the city mostly. But if you piss me off, then I'm going to charge the beam up and shoot, some kind of super
it's not fire. It's just some beam of some shit.
Yeah. It's like a Kamehameha wave. You know what Kamehameha is, right? Don't say no. If you say no, I'm going to almost fly out this chair.
For the sake of argument, let's say yes.
So Goku learns from Master Roshi how to harness his ki energy.
Oh, is that what that is?
And then Kamehameha and into the wave. He basically does the same thing, but it goes up his tail. All the way up to his, his face.
Okay.
And when he shoots that shit, it's like a big-ass hydrogen bomb goes off. Everything gets obliterated.
Okay. You
don't know he can do that.
Hell no.
You just think he's this big-ass thing that
he's
fucks
a
everything up.
Lizard,
this nigga blew hella shit up with that damn beam. And when you knew he was going for the beam, it's like, oh, it's game over.
Run, nigga.
Yo, Godzilla is the shit. I like movies like this.
That's
I like
lit.
the Godzilla vs. King Kong because of this. and I thought this was the continuation of that. No. This goes all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah, that's what the -1 was, right? Because it's like they made hella Godzillas, but because they like trying to. I like how they linking them together because it's like, nigga, it's Godzilla. We didn't know there was multiples, nigga.
Because I looked at them other films. They did everything already. They had Mothra.
Yeah, they've had it.
King Ghidorah.
They've done it all. They've done it all, bro. They've done it all. like everything you know about Godzilla has been put on film already. Like, so what you doing now? That's what's up. So that'll be the only non-sports topic for this episode.
You're right.
Which way you want to go? You want to go to the Dubs? You want to go to Kobe? You trying to defend the legacy or defend the legacy?
Let's defend first.
All right.
Because I'm about to be mad. You already see I'm distraught.
Yeah, you hot, bro.
I'm really upset.
I like how you shifted gears just for the Godzilla. Like, I was talking shit about fucking the Warriors the whole intro. The whole time he was giving us the disclaimer to say what the fuck we want. Like, I'm talking shit about the Warriors. As soon as the cameras come on, you start talking about Godzilla.
And that's good because that's a better thing to lead off with than, nigga, depression. And,
and just
when
hurt.
your world turns upside down, you don't want to lead with that. Have you ever gone into a conversation with somebody, right, and let them know, I'm not doing good right now? You know how much...
I ain't never told nobody that in life.
I do it. I definitely do it. And I'll tell you straight up, people are not there for you.
Hell no. I know that. That's why I don't say shit. I know niggas ain't there for me. I know. Like, bro, I know immediately niggas don't care, so I don't say shit. Because I know you don't care. And then when niggas ask, oh, what's up? You didn't, it's like, nigga, you didn't give a fuck.
You don't care about
me.
You
don't have to front to me. Okay?
Like, I know you want to be friends and whatnot. Cool. I know you want to be connected with me. But when it comes to what I'm going through.
What matters, nigga? You don't give a fuck.
How my emotions are today? Don't act like you care. You don't care. You only want me for your enjoyment. I get it.
Tell them, dog.
I get it.
We get it. That's why.
I'm a toy to you. You pick me up and play with me. You want to have fun. And you put it down. That's how everybody is.
Breast like TV. I only exist when I'm in the scene. When I'm out the scene.
You don't care about my life. What the fuck? You don't give a fuck about me.
Only when I'm on the screen.
Fucking Dinkelberg. I know you don't know who the Dinkelbergs are. They're Fairly Odd Parents, bro. That was the neighbors that the family hated. He was fuck them niggas. That's how he felt about the Dinkelbergs.
Yo, Fairly Odd Parents is a wild show, bro.
It really is.
Ain't that a fucking Timmy Turner?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to deep dive on that shit.
Eventually, huh? That nigga is by himself doing a lot of shit.
Because what's his name? That designer song, Timmy Turner. He wish he had a burner. Like, nigga, there's that shit that you telling me.
I tried to tell you that song was deep, and you was like, nah, I ain't trying to hear it before.
Then, now I'm only putting together now. I'm only putting the dots in now.
I'm so done
then
with you.
Fucking, you saying he got beef with the neighbors, nigga? Like, yo.
His dad hated them, bro. Fuck the Dinkelbergs.
I gotta check that out.
Then the whole thing with him and his teacher, it's like, you've had teachers that just hate on you for no reason. His teachers just was hating on him, bro. Fuck this nigga. Nothing about you can be right. It gotta be something else up with you.
Yo,
why is your teacher hating on you this much?
He wasn't black.
No, he ain't black. But the black kid in the class was the one doing the best, bro. AJ, he had a straight A's.
We got a deep dive on this fucking show, bro. We got a deep dive.
I'm the best nigga in the class.
I need to see who wrote this, nigga, because this said, like, nigga, I gotta draw some lines, bro. I gotta connect these dots, because
there's a lot of people that go do deep dives on Fairly Odd.
Bruh, Timmy Turner wanted a burner. The pops was hating it.
I didn't put designer song into what he really did.
I don't know, because that's the only way I know Timmy Turner.
He was wishing for things to make his life better.
But
everybody was an op for him. No, for real. I got this mean ass babysitter that comes over because my parents don't give a fuck about me. You know what I mean?
So look again, Timmy Turner and his issues, the dad and his issues, the teachers hating on him, but he a white kid.
Even the kid in the class is trying to stun on me every chance he get because he better than me.
And it's the black one?
Yeah.
Nigga, who wrote this, son? Who fucking wrote this? I need to watch more YouTubes on this shit.
You should.
I need
Honestly,
to
you
get
really
it down.
should. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Cause nigga, there's something going on with this show. I'm getting the fucking Wikipedias up on the writers thing. I need to see pictures. What you look like, nigga? What's your actual name?
There's so much into that, but you gotta watch the show. People don't even watch the show. It's one of those where it's like it was always on, and I always watched it. It's one of my most watched cartoons as a kid.
Interesting.
Yeah, and nobody else says that, and I'm like, it wasn't to you because when it was on, I'm watching it.
I knew of Fairly Odd Parents. Of course, I've seen the toys and shit. But I never, I might have watched it once or twice and been like, yo, this is wild. But I never like went back to be like, oh, I need to watch that Fairly Odd Parents. I need to catch it. Nah, nigga.
You being older than me, what was the cartoon that made y'all be like, yeah, we need to be into this?
Nigga, Darkwing Duck, nigga.
That was beyond. That wasn't in my childhood. That was when I was.
That was when I was a child.
Yeah, you know what I mean,
nigga. Like that was like our generation. Our generations is literally different.
I'm talking about when you was like at least 14 or 15 or something. There
I was
wasn't
done with
nothing.
cartoons.
Never though.
I was done with that. Boondocks, nigga.
That's an adult cartoon though.
It was a comic strip first.
But it's still adult.
But no, but I'm saying.
I'm talking about cartoons that was for us that made y'all be like, because for my parents, it was Recess. They loved Recess.
I fuck with Recess.
Yeah. Because they would watch that shit with us. And it was like, and they would never watch like SpongeBob or anything.
But not like 14, 15, bruh. Darkwing Duck and all them. Seen all them. That whole Disney afternoon. That was the shit. But 14, 15, bro, I'm reading Source, Double XL, Stuff, FHM, actual newspapers. I feel like I'm an adult at 14 and 15. I'm not watching cartoons no more.
Yeah, he was different than that.
Like I'm not saying that cartoons was. I'm not one of them niggas that said no, you shouldn't be watching cartoons. It's just for me, nigga. I read the comics. I read I knew Boondocks before it was on TV. Like I was. That's the kind of kid I was.
Kid.
Yeah. I'm like.
First off, you were reading.
Who does that? Who does that? Nah, I definitely. Yeah, nah. Matter of fact, speaking of reading, bro, at that time, as a kid, I had problems spelling, and my mom told me to be a better speller, you got to be a reader, right? So I read the newspaper and shit.
That's why I like these words, bro. Right? I like just cool words.
Right. I read the newspaper and shit, and then when I got 14, 15, nigga, I'm reading John Grisham books. They got out to Goodwill. Like
I love John Grisham.
I've read
You're
every
the only
book.
person that says that because you know how you do book classes where they like you have to do a book report every month or some shit like that. And it's like, all right, I guess I would do them on John Grisham books because I like John Grisham. I don't know any other artists that I like that. My brother had one, and I can't even come up with his name. I wish I could. He was one of those like. We would do books about like people going to prison, you know, Mexicans and gang life and stuff like that. I forget his name though.
I couldn't tell you. But but that's what I'm saying. That's why I wasn't in the cartoons, bro. My cartoon time at that age, nigga, was playing basketball and reading books. Like those were my hobbies. But at that point,
if he was born just like 5 or 6 years later, bro,
I might have been more into
everything. Bro.
Yeah.
Now, everything is turned into a cartoon.
But my shit lit though. Okay, nigga.
Especially if you got into Japanese things, everything is turned into a cartoon. In some way or shape.
No, it is because they tell way more. You can do a lot more with a cartoon than you can with a regular show. Like the emotions and shit you can.
That's why now when you go to Netflix, every cartoon that was dope, they trying to make into a live action or some kind of movie or something.
Yeah, because I didn't even to be fair and to your point, I didn't know One Piece was a thing until I was 30.
Word?
Like, you know what I mean?
I was watching One Piece at 13. And then when I learned that I could get on the computer and watch it, I was in the computer like this. Reading subtitles.
Nah, like that. I honestly.
That's probably why I can read well, is because I was like, no, I got to keep up with this cartoon. Fuck what y'all talking about.
You found something.
And then after you catch up with the cartoon, this is where everybody gets. You learn there's the comic, and you're like, oh, the comic is ahead of this? Let me get on the comic real quick.
Hey, no, see, and I might have seen One Piece around, like pictures of it or like, you know, the promotional materials and shit. But I didn't know it was an actual thing that had been on for 30 years or however long it was running.
98?
Something like that, right? I didn't know it was anything like that until I started working at the spot I'm working now, and they had some shit. They had like I kept seeing the film. What the fuck is this? Luffy. They like nigga, you don't know? And it's like, nah.
I've been thinking about getting the straw hat thing tatted on me for a while, bro. for a while.
That's an interesting one.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Straw Hat Pirates, bro. Yes. It's like, if you don't understand, you just don't understand.
Like,
but if some person just walked up on me and saw that shit on me, we might have a conversation for about a good 30 minutes.
Because I got the visual, I know the visuals and know what it is. Like, I only know enough to get by, right? So if I see the nigga, oh, that's a One Piece. Oh, that's dope. Like, just enough to niggas.
Like Dragon Ball.
But niggas would try to talk to me and I'd be like, I don't know shit. I just know what it looked like.
I got a homie. I know who you are. At least you cool, bro, about it. It's the people that act like they don't know or they don't give a fuck and it don't even exist in my realm. It's like, man, you kind of weak, huh? It's like, you never got into anything?
I never dismissed niggas' interest because even if I don't like that shit, that could be adjacent to some shit I fuck with. Like, you know, if I fuck with them and they lead me through their shit, and then we get to a point where I'm like, but what about this other shit though? Right? Like that's where I'm at. It's like I ain't gonna dish your shit. I'm gonna check it out.
You know what I like in it too? All right, so if there's 1,000 episodes of anything,
that's ridiculous.
It can't be that bad.
Facts. Right? They kept making it.
I never fuck with people who watch daytime television like All My Children. If it's got 1,000 fucking episodes, it can't be that bad.
Facts.
And if you watch it like that, you get into the characters, not just the story.
You ain't never had a fucking Days of Our Life phase, my nigga?
Hell yes, I have.
Okay. I'm just saying.
It's like, General Hospital.
Any of them, nigga. I'm just saying. Nigga, you can't live in America and not have locked in with one of these motherfuckers.
At some point, but people make it seem like it's not good.
Nah, nigga.
I don't like it.
Nah, nigga.
We don't fuck with that. Actually, don't even let me get into that because we watch the Mexican station
for the
bitches, for Telemundo, and all of their fucking drama shows. I don't know what you're saying. I don't even care enough to listen to learn Spanish. I'm just keeping up with what's happening.
The bitches is bad and it's fun to watch.
That nigga cheating. She about to find out right now.
Oh, she
damn, this other bitch is bad.
Yep.
We all did that shit, bro. But you know what I mean?
I really feel like people have a superiority complex. Like
so what you like and what they like.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Instead of just being like, oh, you fuck with that? That's cool. They like, why you fuck with that? Because you don't fuck with this. And it's like, it's not a competition, my nigga.
It's not a competition.
Like, or you're not, it is a competition, but you're not the one competing. Right?
Just like what you like.
Nigga, you are the recipient of whatever niggas that's competing for your attention is delivering.
But it got worse. Now we're in a point where even if you like the same things, we're still in competition about how much we like this shit.
We not.
In what way? Nigga, that's why they critique the shit so much and they be so downtrodden about the things they like. Because they in competition with some imaginary nigga about what you know
I'm
and
the biggest
how much
fan.
of a fan you are.
Fuck that.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Just enjoy what you like.
Bruh.
Like I said, if there's 1,000 episodes or something, you like it.
Bro.
You want to watch this. If I'm watching hundreds of anything.
You're absolutely right, dog. If it got that many episodes, and I like the point you made connecting it to daytime TV, because it's like we talk about daytime TV like it's bad, but it's like, nigga, they've been on this long and we've all locked in.
But it's anything like
no,
that.
but I'm saying we've all sat down, bro, and been interested and tuned in, bro. We know who Susan Lucci is, nigga. We know what's up.
Loving hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Springer. What other things do people have a complex?
Sarah Jesse Raphael. Nigga, Sally Jesse.
90210.
Yeah.
What else have people watched but acted like they didn't give a fuck about? You know what I mean?
Nigga, Survivor.
I still don't understand this show and I've seen it.
Nigga, Survivor.
What was the one where they're in the house? What's
Big Brother?
I don't understand that show.
Bro, you know what it is? It's literally, nigga, forced roommates. Like, that's what the show is. The show is forced roommates. You don't know. You know how if you get in a roommate, you try to vet them niggas. You try to make sure that y'all click. Y'all good enough to live together. Big Brother is put these niggas in a house.
And then
who getting voted out?
Yeah, have people vote on who they don't like as much anymore. Nah, we got this nigga to leave. And it's only based off how you living in the house, right?
They don't know you. They don't know shit about you except for how you walk in
Ridiculous.
here.
And then we made that into different shows.
Nigga, that show been around the world.
It's another one that people hate on, but you watch different versions of it. The Bachelor.
No, wait.
You watch The Bachelor in so many different ways. You just don't want to watch The Bachelor though.
But it's a lie because them shit's still top rated.
But you know what I mean? You watch the show even if you're not watching
Niggas
the show.
be like, I've never watched that before. This like, huh?
So you never watched
You ain't never tapped
Flavor
in.
of Love?
What was the one? Not George Michael's. What was they had so many?
For the Rock of Love?
This
Yes,
nigga know.
we all watched the shit. They had what was it? Tila Tequila had
Yes,
nigga. Fucking A.
They was like, yo, yeah. What are we talking about? Let's move on.
We were supposed to be talking about Kobe.
Okay.
The greatest of our generation. Mine.
I was gonna say who's ours.
My generation.
Who's ours? Because
Alright, so-
I'm kind of split.
Yeah. When niggas talk about basketball and who was their favorite, you can have your favorite, right? Right? I don't care who your favorite was. Like if I was, when I really think about it, it was either AI, Shaq, and when Shaq left the Lakers, that's when I became a Warrior fan.
Okay.
That was like the day.
It was the day. And so when he held up that Miami jersey, I was a Warrior fan.
And I hated Kobe his whole career. Right?
That's interesting.
Because Shaq left, and what the narration was is that he was the rift. So as a kid,
hey, that's mad. You hate a nigga because he want him to work harder.
That wasn't how I learned it as a kid. I learned it as a kid was Kobe was hating. He was talking about this nigga and he snitched about something. As a kid, that's what I caught on to.
Right.
And it was like, no, yeah, fuck this nigga. No. He ain't the whole team. Right. And then the next year, nobody was on the team anymore, right? He had this whole new squad. I think Derek Fisher was the last nigga surviving. And
Derek Fisher the only nigga that stayed doing.
But you know what I mean? He was the last nigga surviving. It was like, fuck this team. Kobe ain't everything. And when Shaq left, it was like, I have nothing anymore. And I started as a Warrior fan. And Kobe was great. From then... Yep. This nigga shitted on the Warriors forever.
He shitted on the Kings every time he played in Sacramento. Like, he said he loved it. With the cowbells and shit, he's like, oh, I love coming here.
Oh my God. Oh my God. The cowbells is the most annoying shit in the world. But you imprinted it in my mind to hate you forever. So when I come here, I love coming here to shit on you for those times which you made it hard.
Yeah, nah, Kobe, for me, I seen Kobe's whole career, like, as a cognizant basketball fan. And, I mean, his greatness is diminished because he got a Barry Bonds attitude. And what I mean by that is, while he might have been the chosen one for the different brands and he got the movie parts and the TV roles and shit and got to be wherever he wanted to be, he didn't communicate with the media how they would want him to. Right? And that started early. Whenever
wasn't they personable?
No, it because he didn't do that from the start. Like he learned to be friendly with the media. Right? But if you check out Kobe
in the beginning,
from the rookie year when he airballing threes and they asking him about him, right? Check his response.
Yeah,
and then
I don't know how Kobe is.
No, but they bought into that Mamba shit later at the end of his career because he was still balling 20 years in, right? But early on, bruh, they marked you as a Barry Bonds. We not fucking with you. We're never gonna give you that credit. We'll give anybody else this shine before you. We'll say your teammates make you better. We'll make it seem, even though we know because we at the practices and watch you niggas, right? You. No, we watch y'all interact. We see this shit day to day. We know that you work harder than anybody on your team. All you asked Shaq for was to work, not even as hard as me, nigga. Just work. Just do something. Improve your game, bro. We can change this shit.
We could be the greatest.
You said no and left. Speaking of Shaq, cool. Kobe's the villain because nigga, all I asked you to do was work. All I asked you to do is put in some more time. Like I understand this your 9 to 5, but nigga, we want to be great.
And now look at Shaq and what greatness means to him now. And you know, where he holds up the rings and it matters to him
But
why they don't call him greater than he should be.
no, nigga, because you
didn't
don't.
put the work in, bro.
That's all Kobe asked of you. So as the writers and the media around that situation, you just explained how you felt. You just explained how it came to you as a child. You explained, like, I understand storylines and look through them shits real easy. But as somebody that's just hearing the media for the truth, nigga, all he asked him to do was work harder.
Always.
That's all. Hey, bro.
But we couldn't get past that because, you know, Shaq had his stubborn mentality.
No, hey,
and
but that's fine. But the fact that the media that writes the stories for us didn't
every single time,
instead of saying they have a difference of work ethic. The reason there's a rift is because Kobe works extra hours. Shaq is 9 to 5. If they put it that way, everything is good. We understand, hey, they don't work together because one nigga likes to be here, nigga, till midnight.
We got to disparage him.
But because we don't like him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
it happened for a long time.
No, and then whatever happened in Colorado happened in Colorado. But this is our opportunity to throw the fucking dagger at this nigga.
Every single chance we get. Even when he's gone.
Bruh.
They still throw that dagger.
So again, they're niggas that they love, you never hear about. We don't hear shit about, bro, that was Flash. The niggas that they fuck with, the shit Cat Williams was talking about, we're going to talk about next episode. We ain't going to get there yet. But the shit that he was talking about, the niggas that they fuck with, they fuck with.
Yeah.
If they don't fuck with you, nigga, they stabbing you in the back every way.
Person in the world.
Regardless,
it might not even be true.
Regardless of how good you are at your job. Regardless, that shit don't matter.
Put Kobe on this list. When you say who is the greatest of all time, because this is where I started this conversation. In my time, I didn't even like him.
Yep.
He was still the best I ever saw. Period. And when I watched Jordan, because I saw him on the tail end of his career, I understand that Kobe is mimicking him, but he was the best that I saw, not Jordan. You know what I mean? I have to go back to the videos to see him.
Yeah.
I was 3 years old when he had his best run.
Yeah, you wasn't like I said, as a cognizant basketball, I was lucky enough to witness Jordan's greatness as a child and see Kobe Bryant throughout his career. So I can understand. I was the biggest Michael Jordan fan ever. 92, 93, 94, 95. Like, I had Bulls everything. The hoodies, nigga, the starter jackets, the fucking little Jordan upper deck models.
Everybody else.
That's what, like, nigga, so I understand as somebody that watch it, but as I look back now as an adult and I compare the two careers, as great as Jordan was, bro, that was marketing. Nike did a great fucking job.
A lot of people are saying that now more than ever.
Because it's true. You can't, bruh. They did a great fucking job of equating Michael Jordan with greatness. I'm not saying he wasn't great.
He was definitely
I'm not
great.
saying, like, he did his part. He did his part to earn that title. But, nigga, if he wore fucking Converse, you feel me? If he wore Pumas, and they still had Jordans, but, nigga, we don't have an air symbol. We don't have him and Spike Lee in the commercials. We don't have him and Larry Bird in the commercials.
Things change very drastically.
You see what I'm saying?
His whole career changes drastically.
Like, shit's different.
Yeah.
He's still great. He can still win championships. He can still do all the awesome shit he did. But, nigga, we not looking at you like that because it's not being told to us that you great every fucking day.
So, people in comparison to that, the people that you don't hear about that has been just as great as him is people like Tim Duncan.
Yep.
We'll never, ever talk about Tim Duncan in those lights because we've never talked about him like that.
Tim Duncan got just as many championships. Do we got more championships or just as many?
He has 5.
He got 5, okay.
So, but
when
you talk about any of these people in these conversations of the greatest of all time,
bro, if we put
it's Jordan, because we don't even talk about the what's his name, Bill Russell in it.
Yeah,
we completely disrule that.
We're talking about from the 80s on.
It's the 6s, the 5s, because Jordan's the only one with 6. Then you have Magic Johnson.
Okay.
And
Larry, not Larry. Who?
No, Larry Bird's got like 2 or 3.
Horry got 7.
No.
He got hold on, no. Robert Horry got a ridiculous amount of championship rings.
But He was just a shooter
I'm
on the bench.
Hold on. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna ask, but keep going.
Look, he got like 7, but that's not the point. That's not the point.
I'm sorry. I'm
Shit,
sidetracking.
if we going here, then we talking about Brady and shit.
I'm sidetracking.
Exactly.
Sidetracking. My bad.
So the championships matter. So it's you got Jordan at 6, who set the standard. He had 2 3-peats. That's why everybody always says it, because it's hard for one to go to go back to back.
No,
and
absolutely. He did it. He did 3 and then did 3 again.
No,
like that.
Nobody's done that. No team has done that.
I agree with that statement, but I also don't. I feel like
Let me finish my point about, because then you get to 5s. You got Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay.
You got the other one. What's his name?
Tony Parker, Tim Duncan.
Yeah. Oh.
And then who else?
Who's in the past?
Is it the Celtics? I don't know if they got 5.
The Celtics as a whole unit, I think they had like 4.
And then the Pistons. The Pistons might got 2.
Pistons had 2.
Yeah. We only talking from the 80s up. But I feel like the Celtics won some in the 80s. I just don't know how many.
There's the Warriors. There's LeBron.
We got to check the stats. But anyway,
I'm telling you, it's a very fucking short list.
Continue.
That's the point. When you talk about the greatest, it starts at that 6.
Yeah.
And that's why they always talk about championships.
Now, like,
it's hard to get the championships. And then you have people like Tim Duncan, who's got 5. You got Magic Johnson, who we all loved back in the day.
Yeah.
Who had 5.
Well, we'll never consider him one of the greatest of all time.
No.
Even though he was at the time when he was on the board. Right.
At the time.
But again, I feel like it comes down to more of the media's role in the narratives than it do the player.
But I think when you talked about brands, I think that shit matters the most. Because brands, I feel like, run shit.
Yeah.
When it's Nike brand, you have to be the best of everything, right? They set the standard.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that, so my 2 points. One is going back to the 3-peats, right? Nigga, it's not just you. You see what it wasn't Jordan running out there scoring 60 a game, right? As a unit, as a team, them niggas went 72-10, right? The team helps him get to that position. So it's like y'all. So no, but I'm saying when people discuss this, it's like y'all discount all of the niggas that was on the Bulls.
A whole lot.
Like they wasn't worth shit. When we see what LeBron do with whoever he got on his team every year. We never
talk about the fact that Jordan had Pippen. There was the run with Rodman.
The run with Horace Grant.
Steve Kerr always being on the bench. Like, we never talk about any of the shit.
Tony Kukoc was one of the best niggas out of Europe at his time when he got on the team. One of the flyest niggas ever coming out of Europe at the time.
So we never talk about how good
that's Luka back then.
But they talk about this shit now. They disparage LeBron, they disparage Kobe, and they don't want anybody to overtake Jordan's spot because he's the Nike brand. Nobody can overtake greatness.
But that's
the only way you will is if you got championships.
That's what I mean about equating him with greatness. Because you're right, with championships, right? But they did that. If you think you wasn't there, I was there. If you think about it, they did that to everybody in every sport. Whoever was the fly nigga in 89, 90, that was greatness, bro. They had a whole cartoon with Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, and Wayne Gretzky. You see what I'm saying? They put them on that pedestal, bro. Bo Jackson's hip got shattered. Gone. Bro, Wayne Gretzky just retired, bro. He done. He the illest until he tired. He done. Okay, cool. Who's left? We done built from 88 to 90, bro. We done built these 3 up. 2 of them gone now. Right? It makes so much sense economically for a brand to position Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time, even before he was the greatest of all time.
It's gonna work out in our favor.
He quit basketball and went to baseball, and they made a thing out of it. Right? I bet Nike was behind Space Jam.
Most likely.
You see what I'm saying?
Everything.
No, but that's my point. Is that the way that they positioned him? Again, we can't take away the things he's done. He actually did those things, right?
We're not saying he wasn't great. There's other people that were also great.
Right.
But
Bruh,
he had the
do
best
you know
marketing.
Who,
He had the best
Here's
promotion.
Here's a question. Do you know who Bernard King is? Bernard King was an MVP for the Knicks in the 80s. Like, no, that basketball, some Bernard King. That's why, like, nigga, he was one of the illest niggas ever in that decade. Do we speak of him?
Nah, because I couldn't think of you know the name, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what you're talking about.
No, you've heard it
I don't
before.
know.
But that's what I'm saying.
I've never seen clips.
But I'm saying.
Why haven't I seen clips?
Because who is he? He's a basketball player, bro. We don't care. Marketing, dog. Who was he sponsored by? Did he have a shoe company? Did he have a deal? Like those are the we've talked about this before where we live in this whole country is built off advertising. Period.
Yeah, we kind of follow a theme here.
We try to tell them every time. But with that, being that it's all built off advertising, right? The real great niggas at what they do who don't buy into the system. You only great for the niggas that remember you.
And then everybody else is just like, oh, that happened?
Bro, when cats is buying, I asked my partner, because my partner's a shoe, like one of them shoe cats. And I'm like, why do you buy Jordans like that? Like, nigga, it's the same. Like, I had to ask. Like, it's a real question for me because we've been buying these.
Definitely ain't for the look.
No, it's like we've been buying these shoes.
I definitely would.
We've been buying these shoes for 20, 30 years, dog. What's the deal? And he was like, for him, his personal story was when his uncle would come around and had to fly shit, it was always Jordans. And he couldn't, like, you know, as a kid, he wanted to be fly. So, nigga, as an adult, I could buy the shit to make me fly. I have no problem with that. Like, you know what I mean? That's your truth. That's your truth. What I'm saying is we still selling these shits for people that have never seen Jordan play. It has nothing to do with that, but you know what they say every time? Oh, he was the greatest. When you buy the shoes that come with the box that lets you know greatest of all time, blah, 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 blah. Like, it gives you, the marketing continues.
So one more time.
20 plus years after he done.
I saw. The greatest that I saw.
And
Bryant.
Yeah. And what's the marketing behind Kobe Bryant?
That he was a rapist. They always mention that. So that's part of his marketing. That is not, there's not one disparaging thing that ever goes behind Michael Jordan. Not one. They say that about Kobe every chance they get.
Every chance. And he was not convicted.
Nope.
So,
but because you're accused, Jonathan Majors, because you're accused, you are guilty forever. And we will never put you as number one in our media, in our history books, in our minds.
So,
because we said this about it.
So, at the time that the shit happened, LeBron was entering the league.
Yeah.
So, when
you the next one.
So, wait.
Be great.
Wait, no. So, as the brand, right, that has held up Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. And we had you too. We got you from Adidas. Right? But as soon as we got you, some shit happened. So we got to put that on the back burner. But look what else we got coming up.
Right.
The new hot nigga.
Dang.
So you great for your generation, but he's the next generation. So regardless of what you do, while he's here, you the greatest. Because they don't disrespect the brand. Because we're not talking about the media now. We're talking about the brand. Nike don't disrespect Kobe. But there's really like you had your time.
And that was it. You never we'll never let you be the best. And it's only us that will sit here and talk about, because that's why there's anger in me, you know, when I think about this. Mm-hmm. One more time when I sat and said, when I actually watched him, I hated him. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't take away from his
how great
greatness.
He was. Nope.
When you watch something that nobody else can do, it's like it's appreciation. When you watch somebody play anything that you can't do, there's an appreciation for it.
When I watch niggas skateboard.
And you're making it seem like I shouldn't have an appreciation for what he was. You know what I mean? And that makes me angry. Kobe was one of the greatest I have ever seen. And as much as I love LeBron, he was never that to me. And he can be for somebody else. I'm not saying he isn't with the greatest of all time to them. The greatest of all time to me was Kobe being Bryant.
Well, I feel like what you're saying is it should be a chart, right? and then the chart shows you the eras where niggas was great,
Generational.
right? And instead you just skip Kobe, bro. Like push
They
him
make
to
it
the
seem
back,
like he wasn't that good.
and then
You mean when he was the best one in the video games, when he was on all the covers, and you know when
Right.
everybody wanted to be him, and when we ball anything up and go
Kobe,
we
bruh.
don't do that shit because he was the best.
Dog, that has to be.
We don't even do that with fucking Jordan.
No, bruh. I was gonna say that has to be the signature thing where that, like, you know how words and things get into the lexicon and we don't know why we say them. Like we just
know you
we
say
we
'em.
know what it's for.
Oh,
and
that
we know the
reminds me,
reason.
because I get angry a little bit when people don't want to look at black stuff that you talk about in your culture. It's like, if you don't know Martin, you shouldn't say the things that came from Martin.
You can't say what's that one shit? What's that one shit? Bye, Felicia. Nigga, if you ain't never seen Friday, my nigga, shut the fuck up.
It bothers me because we are so ingrained in every culture.
But we're American, my nigga.
But this is getting into a different conversation.
I
want to keep it on Kobe, but that bothers me.
Like I understand before we'll get back, but nigga, we're American. So our culture, black culture, is American. Period. It's not white culture. It's not nigga. We're American because we're Americans, nigga. It's American.
That our American culture, you know, they just disregard it.
No, they
pick another part of it.
They pick and choose what they want from it.
And this is another part of it where you call it mama mentality and all that shit.
Yep.
But you try to make it seem like he wasn't one of the greatest that we've ever seen.
Why?
It was because that he was relentless. It was because he was a monster.
It was because he was the mama.
Because he didn't give a fuck about you and to talk to you about whatever the stupid shit that you cared about, to talk to him on the media. It's because this is what matters to me. I want to be the best, and that's it.
I'm only here to do my job, dog.
Fuck you.
I'm only here to be the best at what I do.
Fuck you. And we love him for that. So no.
But you hit the nail on the head when you said, nigga, when we ball up a piece of paper and be like, Kobe, like the fact that is worldwide is the testament to your greatness. Like you can't because the media doesn't say he's great. Dog, the world says it. Cause nigga, we all know that. We all do that. We all move that way. It's one of those things where we can't be caught up in. We can't be caught up.
So universal.
You can't be caught up in the stories they tell you when you know the truth.
Yeah.
Right?
So universal.
Like, because, nigga, if people around the world is really Kobe on the fadeaway for the trash every time they do it, he was great, bro. That's bigger than Jordan, because what we got for Jordan? Shoes.
I don't look when I watch Jordan.
No, what I should say is we have a when we have something from you that you have nothing to do with.
I don't know who just talked about it. It might have been Gil. I can't remember. But somebody just said that he didn't have like great athleticism. He didn't have overachieving, like, you know what I mean?
Kobe?
Like that. Yeah, Kobe.
No, he worked hard.
Yes.
Nigga.
And when I think about it as a kid, there was certain moves that I would take from other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I watched Jordan, the one thing I took from him was from an All-Star game. It was just like this cool little behind the back like move, and I go the other way.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't think of it that I'm going to do that. That's the only move that Jordan had that I took away from him, other than doing a fadeaway. Kobe Bryant was another person I used to watch, and I'm copying him. Allen Iverson, when I was a kid, I was copying him. You know what I mean? I'm trying to model your game. And that's one of the things of like showing your greatness.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to
be you.
I can't copy everybody. Not everybody is that great.
But again, like I said, you can't let the stories out there tell you what's true. Right? Like, cause
what do you remember?
No, like, yeah, you were there. If like, I can't tell you about Fairly Odd Parents, I wasn't there. I could tell you about Darkwing, though. You see what I'm saying? I could tell you about what I was there for. So I'm not gonna let you disparage the shit I know. Because I was there. Like, we've seen Kobe, we know his greatness. We know that people everywhere, bro. When you do the fade away to the garbage can,
forever,
everywhere,
forever.
It's Kobe.
So just remember that.
So
whether you call him one or two,
it don't matter. bruh. I don't care where you put him on
I
the
don't give a
list.
fuck.
If you do that when you do him, bro,
Just
why
know
you
when
gonna
you
say-
throwing it up. Kobe. That's what you're saying. Just like you said, every time.
Like, bro, so that I mean, but that I feel like that's what real greatness is. Like I was saying before, there's a lot of words and shit we use.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know the origin. We don't know where they came from. But nigga, if people do that forever, if you do it, if my boy do it in front of his son and then his son start doing it, he wasn't even fucking a thought when Kobe was doing his thing.
Don't even know who Kobe is.
You see what I'm saying? But Kobe.
And there's going to be a day where he tries to figure out why am I saying this shit.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. So I understand where we want the media story to be right, but in that case, it's like, nah, bro, if your dad was on it, then there's a reason why you should be on it. Mm-hmm. That's just how it go. Like, I don't do shit in front of, you don't do shit in front of your kids unless you, like, are okay with them understanding.
So, yeah. So let's acknowledge greatness.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But also understand that in the world we live in, it's marketing over everything.
Yeah. And that is also a part of the game.
Like, it's marketing over everything. So whatever I can make money off of is going to be the greatest, bro. LeBron, 20 years deep. Right? Like, we still trying to sell his shoes. Like, we still, like, it's not, it doesn't go away.
It's never going to go away.
Who's the next one, bro? Wemby ain't dropped a shoe yet.
He will, though.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like we're in that position right now where who's the next person they gonna put on the pedestal? Ja Morant was the dude.
It's not. You're getting into new conversations. I was trying to wrap up.
We wrapping that up. Kobe's the greatest, nigga. You know what I mean? He's the greatest of your generation. I was lucky enough to see him play.
Yes.
And so
thank you. And we just end it on that and not try to make it anything else. He was one of the greatest of my generation. Okay. Motherfuckers. Yeah. On that note,
let's talk about the other legacy that's crashing.
We'll be back.
No. We ain't got time, dog.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, shit.
We always got time. You
All
make
right.
time.
I guess we'll be back
We
with
will be back.
some other shit in just a minute. All right.
This is the Straight Dope Show.
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 All I know is I'm